Hey, what's going on, Pisces? This is Star with Eyes of the Stars Tarot. We're going to be doing your whole story reading today. So let's get started. Give me a moment while I shuffle the cards. I'm really hoping this is not a breakup, type of reading, because that's all I've had. It's the craziest thing. Almost every single sign that I've done so far, this story has something to do with some kind of breakup or ending, major ending. So it's not really that surprising to me, though, because we just had Saturn stationing direct on the 23rd, and today's the 25th. Today's the partial solar eclipse in Scorpio. So these are heavy transits. I feel like, things are bound to happen, but let's see. Let's keep it positive. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, one more and we'll begin. Okay. Alrighty. So, good Lord. Not off to a good start. We have the Five of Cups, 10 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Wands. So we have two tens here. I do see some kind of ending. If it's not an ending, it's a very sad time, or you're coming out of a very sad time, because these are the first cards that came up. So this could be something that you've already been dealing with. It just seems here that you may be very overwhelmed. These could just be emotions overwhelming you. They could be from anything. It doesn't have to be like, so far, yes, we have 210, so that can be an indication of some kind of ending in your life, but it doesn't have to be. Although we have the World here as well. Some of you could have been dealing with a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But I'm feeling here, this could be, for some of you, this was a newer relationship, or if it's not a relationship, it's something that you had just started, something creative, perhaps, a creative endeavor of sorts. But that it seems like it didn't work out, and you were having to move on. Let's see. And I do feel like this affected you, like your self-esteem. Yeah, look at you. Queen of Cups in reverse with that Five of Cups. So again, we see sadness here. Okay, for some of you, it could have been a job, or it could have been just, whatever it is that you put your time and effort into. But with the 10 of Cups being there, whatever this was, it had brought you a lot of happiness, and you're having to let go of it. The 10 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you could be very overwhelmed with work, just and not just the type of work that you get paid for, but just, things in general, work in general, things around the house, driving your kids back and forth, like all those things. That's all work. Okay, it's not just the work that you get paid for, but I'm just seeing here a lot of you going through a rough period. Okay. Ace of Cups with the World here in reverse. So yeah, this is something that you had a lot of emotion for. You were not ready to let this go. Yeah, and there's a lot of, again, sadness about a completion. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, this may have started around the summertime, like around August, July, August. More so July. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, see, whatever it was that failed, it was something that you had just started. Okay. I'm going to say this. For some of you, this could have been a miscarriage. Okay, so some of you may have been pregnant, and then all of a sudden, perhaps around July, you may have lost a child, lost a pregnancy. Ten of Swords in reverse with Temperance in reverse, and you haven't quite gotten, back your balance in life, uh, or your self-esteem as well here. Okay, now we have here the King of Cups. I feel as though there's a lot of things that you may, a lot of emotions, right, going through your mind. Feelings of inadequacy, feelings of guilt, shame, anger, all of these feelings and emotions, but you're very much like repressing this. You're trying to be brave to others. You're trying to appear very strong and able to handle, whatever it is that happened here. So again, it's a general reading, so it could be a number of things. Could be a breakup, could have to do with career, because we do kind of have a possibility of that. Or like I said, I am picking up for some of you, it could have been a pregnancy that was terminated. That, it's very difficult to get over, because it seems like this is something that you were very excited about. Okay. I see you very confused, disappointed, confused. It's like you're not seeing why things are not working out for you, why perhaps this relationship, something having to do with family, or a relationship or a home. There's that Four of Wands again in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles is here twice. Okay. I'm getting here that there's, yes, things are taking, something is going at a slow pace. But I am getting here, you're going to receive support or help, or the situation is going to be shifting. So there's not a need to worry so much at this time. So yeah, look, Nine of Cups reversed with the Three of Swords. So again, dealing with a lot of emotion. Oh my goodness. Ace of Cups reverse. And here you are, the High Priestess in reverse. So I feel like you're so caught up in your emotions that you've almost lost touch with your own intuition, with your inner being. I think it's just a matter of healing, which seems like it's been a slow process here. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles reverse with that Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's see here. Interesting. So the Hangman reverse with the Hangman. Hangman reverse is actually when you've already found some sort of enlightenment, or you're able to move forward from something. So it seems that's what you are confused about, is why can't I move forward? Why can't I get over this? Yeah. See, that's where the confusion lies. Why haven't I been able to heal from this and move on? So this could have been something that happened a while back, and it's something that you're still carrying with you emotionally. It may be affecting your relationships. If it's not, it may not be like a relationship problem per se in your current relationship, but it could be something like a relationship issue that you've been carrying with you that has bled into other relationships that you now have. But yeah, it does seem like there's something here that you're needing to heal from that is, okay, let's see here. All right. Wow, look at all these majors. Okay, this is where we see the shift happening. So let's get into this. Yeah, So that confusion that I was just talking about, it will dissipate. Okay, you will be seeing things a lot more clear. We do have the Death card here, which is Scorpio energy. We just started Scorpio season. So you may very well, get the clarity that you need during this eclipse, which is today. It doesn't have to happen today. It can actually happen between now and the next 6 months, 3 to 6 months or so. But it is coming, this clarity that you need in order to close something out here that caused you a lot of sadness, like I said. So this could have been a broken relationship or some kind of broken contract. I feel it definitely, it's more so a relationship because of all the emotion, but it doesn't really have to be. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Ace of Swords. So yeah, that's what is holding you back, is some kind of like truth or clarity on this matter. But once you receive that, I see you moving forward. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Let me see here. Hold on. Yeah. You learn the truth about somebody from your past. So it may be that you realize you were never going to be or feel fully supported from this person, or it could be that you're just done like wallowing in this sorrow. Okay, but it is as a result of some sort of truth that's coming your way, that is going to take you out of this mental conflict that you're having. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so there's something here that I do want you to understand, that with this Hermit, okay, being here in the reverse, I do feel like you play a large part in this. There may be a need for you to reflect, on what it is that you're holding on to. And, because once you get to this, the Nine of Wands, it's like you're almost at the end. You could be feeling very tired and possibly ready to let this go, but it's like you have to do some self-reflection there, and understand that you deserve to let that go, whatever that was for you. You need to let it go, and you have to make a conscious effort to do that in order to bring that balance back into your life and have this new beginning that you haven't been able to move on in order to have. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing so far here for you. I'm sorry, you guys, if this is resonating with you, I feel, all the emotion. It's, I can see why you're overwhelmed. Okay, let's see. All right. There's that Hermit again in reverse. I'm getting here that it's really important for you, rather than going to other people or seeking answers externally, all the answers are within you. I feel like that's an important message here for somebody out there. The answers are already within you. You already know, okay, what you should do and what you want to do. It's just a matter of you acknowledging that and honoring it. Second time this happened, look, the Hierophant. The first time was with the Hangman. Now it's the Hierophant. In the upright, it's clarified by the Hierophant in reverse. And Ace of Swords reverse and Page of Swords reverse. So, I'm getting here that you were really struggling with allowing a change to happen in your life. With allowing for there to be a huge shift maybe in your whole way of thinking, in the way that your whole life is structured. Perhaps there's some kind of big change here, but it's like something had to fall apart in order for you to rebuild it. And okay, there's a situation here. it's like it wasn't whatever you were going through or living through, like you weren't living in your truth. There was something here that was missing, um, that you needed to kind of acknowledge about yourself. Okay, maybe a need for change within yourself. That's why I'm saying, like, there's a need for you not to look externally for whatever it is you feel is missing, because it's all within you. Emperor in reverse. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is about having confidence to face things that are not something that you were expecting, and to face them with confidence. This confidence is really something I feel like you need to work on, because it keeps coming up. Something about feeling like you trust yourself, you trust your own judgment, because you're always going to have situations where you don't have the answers, and that's okay. But I'm seeing here, because something didn't go well, that you were very emotionally invested in, it's like you're doubting yourself. And because of this, you might pass up really great opportunities. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing here. You may have opportunities here that you can pass up because of fear. Mm-hmm. So yes, there are insecurities here that I feel that's what you need to reflect on, because that's been holding you back, or it will hold you back from further progress. So let's say you failed at something, or something failed in your life, whatever. Let's take the example of the pregnancy. Okay, let's say somebody out there had a miscarriage. It doesn't mean that every pregnancy is going to end that way. And I do feel like somebody, like, going forward, you may hold back from having to experience that again. Um, but if you don't at least try, you'll never achieve what it is you were trying to accomplish to begin with. So yeah. What else do we have? Hmm. Hmm. There's something here about your sense of stability was somehow threatened, or it will be. This could be future. So I'm getting here. I'm seeing somebody like a deer in the headlights. Whenever some kind of unexpected event. So this is the second time this is coming up. Something about unexpected events and having to act upon whatever has happened. And I'm feeling here that's what you struggle with, is acting on, or feeling like you have the authority to act upon something. Now, I am seeing here, for some of you, there could be somebody in your life that is not actually present. Okay, so there's someone important in your life, but they're not actually present there. Like, they're not supporting you in the way that you would wish. Here's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. So remember, I was saying you may have been, because you're so overwhelmed with emotions, it could be blocking your intuition. Well, here I'm seeing that coming back. Okay, after the reflection that we saw, with the Hermit and all of that, I do see you getting back in touch with yourself. There may be somebody from your past. I'm sorry, a fire sign: Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. there's something about there's someone in your life that's very kind of, maybe you see them as being reckless or impulsive, and this has caused a lot of strife and even conflict in your life. And you're seeing this now. I feel as though you're seeing that there's somebody here in your life. This could be, Six of Cups could be a soulmate. It could be like siblings, cousins, or someone that you have a long history with. But you're seeing them very clearly now. And you see how much this person has possibly been holding you back. So this could be the same person that, maybe they were, it could have been like somebody in authority in your own life, like your personal life, not, could be a boss, but would be somebody in authority, but it could also be like an elder, okay, somebody having authority. That's what I'm picking up here. All right, Ten of Pentacles reverse, clarified by the Page of Pentacles reverse. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here, Pisces, is that, and I'm sorry if I'm taking, sometimes it takes me a while to get the messages. So if I'm taking long in silence, my apologies. But I feel here that in the past you have incurred losses. Like I said, remember in the beginning I said something about not acting upon things, and so you may have missed opportunities. I'm seeing that here again. There were some missed opportunities that translated into either loss of finances, financial resources, issues within family or within your career that have kept you stagnant. I'm getting here that there's also, it's like you're learning something, you're learning things about yourself, okay, that you need to either let go of, or you're in the process of maturing, but this has been a tough process for you. But I'm getting here like having or feeling like, sorry about that, feeling like you have the ability to express when you're not satisfied, okay? So maybe some of you don't feel comfortable making demands on people or expressing your discontent, okay? I feel like there's a lot of moments here where there's things that are left unsaid, and because they're left unsaid or simply not acted upon, it has caused you loss in the past. So either, true loss, like you had something and then you lost it, or loss in the sense that you could have had something, but you didn't actually take the action, so you never actually got it. Okay, so this is something that, like a character trait that has been a part of you, could be your whole life. And it's really coming into like a spotlight is being shined upon this, because it's something that for your own well-being, for your highest path, because of the fact that you may have been struggling with this, there's a need to really look at it. All right. Truth. So going back to things that are not acted upon, for some of you, the reason you don't act upon certain things is because you don't really want to acknowledge it. Like you don't really want to see the reality. Sometimes truth can be very, it's so blinding but not in a good sense, but more so like something you don't want to see. But the sun, like picture the sun, right? We need the sun, but to look at it, it's very difficult. Like it's very uncomfortable. And that's how I see like some sort of truth here of the situation. It's very uncomfortable for you to face, for you to look at, for you to talk about, especially. And so those are, and for some of you, it could be like even your own faults, expressing that you're wrong about something, or that somebody else is wrong and you don't agree, things like that. But it's something related to truth that has been holding you back. Yeah, see the Magician with the Devil in reverse. So again, I'm getting like insecurities that have been holding you back from you manifesting what you truly desire. Oh, okay, we have the Tower with the Ten of Cups. I feel like this already happened though, this Tower. It's kind of like going back. I feel like the cards are going back and kind of advising why this Tower actually came down. I feel like it may have come down because you held back a lot. You held back what you truly thought about something. Or you simply didn't want to face it. Yeah, I feel like there was an avoidance of conflict. And so you'd rather just keep things to yourself. But this has caused more issues for you. Mm. All right. Yeah. So some of you haven't really. So Page of Cups is Pisces energy. I do get the sense that some of you have been withholding your true feelings. I mean, we saw it here. This to me is like either withholding your feelings, your true emotions, or simply lying and saying, everything's okay when it's not. Simply for the purpose of not getting into it with someone or with a group of people. Could very well be family. So it's like something within your family dynamic continues to happen, and it makes you sad. It makes you very like emotionally overwhelmed. But at the same time, you don't say or do anything about it. So, and then you grow resentment because things are not changing. For some of you, you may have tried to express this in the past and didn't get any response. And so maybe that's why you stopped, but that didn't get rid of the problem. Okay, you not expressing yourself did not fix anything. Okay, so I'm seeing here, in order for you to take your power back or to change the situation, to end it and possibly, rebirth something different other than, this type of energy that, who wants that, right? But the way to get out of that cycle is to express what you don't like, express what, like when people disappoint you. That's the thing here. I feel like there's a huge fear of communication. And so, if you're dealing with someone who is maybe not supporting you in the way that you would like, if you don't let them know, then you haven't really given them the opportunity to do anything about it. And maybe even if you did let them know, expressing that, I've told you this a million times and you continue to do it. And then if that's the case, maybe it's about taking action. And that may be what you don't want to, what you're pushing away, what you don't want to see. Yeah, because I'm getting here that for you, it's very important to keep these relationships together, or to maintain harmony. You don't want anyone leaving your life. Like, I feel like you're afraid of abandonment. Some of you could be dealing with like abandonment issue. Remember I said in the beginning, something that you may have been dealing with for most of your life that has bled into, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this particular connection, but a connection in the past or something that you went through as a child that has bled into the rest of your life, and it's definitely affecting it. Wow. Wow, look at this. Seven of Swords, King of Swords, the Moon. So something hidden. Okay, let me see. There's that King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups in reverse. So it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or if it's not that sign, it's someone who maybe you depend on financially, or someone who has some sort of authority in your life. This could be, a spouse, a parent, could be a boss. But I do feel as though you avoid confrontation with this person because you don't want any kind of separation from them. You want to maintain this togetherness. Ooh. Okay, let me see here. I'm getting here that there's a revelation here of truth, of something that, okay, so this could be you, or this could be somebody that you were dealing with, but I feel like it's you. I feel like you may have a moment here in the future where you are going to be impulsive. It's like somebody's going to trigger you. And it could be because you suspect someone of lying or hiding something from you. But whatever it is, it's something that you didn't know about. And it's going to trigger you. And I feel like you're going to come across. So if you've been like holding back and repressed, see, that happens to me. I very much internalize things, and then my Mars is in Leo, so I tend to be explosive, and people think that it's out of nowhere. Like, oh, out of nowhere, she just blew up about this. No, it's not out of nowhere. This is a long time coming. I've been repressing all of these emotions. I don't necessarily say things, that bother me. Like, imagine if you told, people in your life every little thing that bothers you. So what happens is that you build up, you let that build up, and then there's going to be one little thing, maybe, it seems, on the surface, like it was one little thing that set you off, but it's actually a whole array of things. And that's what I'm seeing here. A whole array of emotions, a whole array of disappointment, a whole array of moments in which somebody didn't fulfill their promise or do what they were supposed to do or support you in the way that you wanted to be supported. And it just, like, you give up on holding all of this back, all of these emotions that you were feeling. It just comes out. It's going to come out. How disappointed you are in a situation. This could have been that fire sign that we were talking about. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But again, I'm getting this sense that whoever this is, or whatever this is, you end up having to express yourself because this person, like, simply does not fulfill their end of the bargain, or and once you express, I feel like there is going to be an apology. But I think the key here is not so much the apology, but the action that is going to happen as a result of this expression of feelings and emotions. So that's what's hidden. It's actually your own thoughts and emotions. This is going to be coming out. It just seems like, you could just continue to do what you're doing, but we see that something's going to trigger you. So if it's going to happen anyway, maybe just, think about what you want to say rather than allowing it to blow up. Some of you are getting new jobs because you're tired of whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, I'm seeing a new contract here for some of you. You could be offered a promotion or something like that. Maybe you've been at a job for a while and it's now time for a promotion. All right, let's see. All right, Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands in reverse. So I like that. Yeah, this is a new beginning, having to do with, finances or something of that nature. That was stagnant in your life. So again, you could have been at a job someplace, for a long time until like you just didn't even like what you were doing anymore. You wake up in the morning and like your stomach would turn. You trying to manifest something new. It's coming. It is coming. Maybe delayed a bit, or you may have been waiting for some time, but I see this creeping up. Okay, so it is coming. There is just a wait. Seven of Pentacles. We're waiting for somebody to make a decision, perhaps. King of Cups. So again, your energy, King of Cups, water energy. Honestly, you're holding yourself back. There's something that you need to stop doing or let go of to create space for what you want to manifest. Like rather than focusing on look at all these things that have gone wrong. He's got a black eye, he's got a broken leg, he's got a broken arm. A lot going on here. But we have to allow for the healing to take place, for the closing out of those situations that happened in the past. These are things that have happened, over time. This didn't happen overnight. And so we have to close that out. We have to allow to go to the Ten of Wands and then have some kind of new beginning. And here it is. You are manifesting it, but I do feel like you are also responsible for this longer wait because you need to decide that, yes, I want to let this go. I want something new in my life, and not waver, okay? Because that might be the problem, is that you may go back and forth. As I say that. So when you stop doubting yourself, when you stop changing your mind, and be a little bit more solid in your desires, in your, I'm getting a sense here that there needs to be, what's the word I want to use? It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just feel like there is a need here for you to just be more decisive. And again, with the Four of Cups, Two of Wands, Four of Cups, again, feeling like you have every right. That's what I'm getting here. Like understanding that you have every right to say this situation doesn't work for me anymore, so we need to change, or it's going to change. Okay, so if you're dealing with someone and you've been waiting for that person to change and they haven't, well, you've already given them the opportunity if you've had the conversation, because some of you haven't even had the conversation. However, if you have, then it's kind of your turn. It's your turn. The ball is in your court to take the action that you need to get out of a situation that does not fulfill you, that does not belong in your life anymore, that has brought disappointment. The thing is that I feel as though for some of you, like whatever you envisioned this to turn out, one second, I'm sorry. Whatever you envisioned here, if it didn't work out, I feel like you have trouble coming up with like a plan B. Like you don't even want a plan B. And once you have your plan set in place, there is nothing else. That's what you want. And that's great, to have that kind of focus and drive. for what it is that you were trying to do here. But if it didn't work out and you're giving it opportunity, then maybe it's time to move on. Okay, so yeah, you didn't expect to be disappointed, you didn't expect to be hurt, but it is what it is. And so until you face the fact that it's not going to move forward in the way that you envisioned, you can't really manifest a different outcome, because you're stuck in that negative outcome. All right. Okay. Yeah. So there is a need for you to step away from situations that mess with like your inner peace. And this could have to do with, people that you deal with on the day-to-day. These could be, like I said, siblings, family members, friends, co-workers. I'm getting here that take an inventory of the people that you've been dealing with and how they truly make you feel. What do they contribute to your life? If the answer is that they put you in this state of mind, then maybe you need to reevaluate if they even need to be in your life anymore. And in some cases, maybe you feel like you don't have a choice. Maybe it is a family member that you very much love, a mother, it could be anybody. But I do feel like at the very least, there's a need here for boundaries and to feel like you have the liberty to tell someone that they're not meeting your expectations. And I feel like that's where maybe you're having a bit of trouble here. Yeah, because there's a lot of fear around that. And again, it could stem from a fear of abandonment. And so because you don't want anybody to abandon you, to turn their back on you, you've been repressing how you truly, what you truly think about them. Yeah. See, Six of Swords, the Empress is about, she creates new life. Okay, so there is something very beautiful here that can be created. There is a new beginning here. Once you turn your back on what is occupying your mind, what is overwhelming your emotions, all of that, I feel like you have to be honest with yourself first and foremost. Yeah. So yeah, again, reevaluating also what you truly want. Okay, so if we're talking about a relationship, what kind of relationship do you truly want that you know is going to make you happy? So let's say you want a very supporting spouse. You want someone who you can count on them to cover the bills. You can count on them to take care of the kids if you can't. You can count on them to make dinner if you're working late. That kind of collaboration is what you want. But if you're not getting it, and let's say you've already told your spouse, this is what my expectation is, and they're not doing it, and they're just not going to change, then it's really in your hands to change that situation. It's no longer the other person's fault. Okay, so I feel like that's really the main message here. I'm sorry if it was, I feel like it was a little bit confusing and all over the place, but I also feel like the overall sense here is confusion, is making sense of your own emotions, because that's what happens when we don't want to face our own emotions, when we don't want to face how we are being disappointed. You kind of forget even that is a disappointment, that you should have, been treated another way. All right, what is final message for Pisces? Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go and clear your mind. So it's going back to what we were talking about before. So whatever you had initially envisioned, whatever you initially wanted, that is still on your mind. If this is a person, if let's say this is a romantic partner, and they didn't live up to who you thought they were, maybe it was just who you thought they were and not who they actually were. You know, sometimes we fall in love with people's potential, and it ends up being that they're never going to live up to that potential, and you know, they just are who they are. It's not really their fault. I mean, people just are who they are. But your desire to hold on to that vision and to not let go because you feel like someday it's gonna happen. It's holding you back from your actual manifestations. Oh my gosh, didn't we just say this? Leave your usual social circles behind. Seek out true companions. Didn't I just say do an inventory of the people you have around you? That's exactly what it is. There's situations in your life that you have grown accustomed to that have become a part of who you are because you're just comfortable with it. But by no means is that your true path. All right, Pisces? I hope this was helpful. Thank you for being here with me, for all your comments. I really appreciate you guys. I try to keep up with responses, but it's just very, very difficult for me. So don't think that I read every single one of them. So I just want to thank you. If you guys are interested in a private reading, you can contact me at eyesofthestarstarot@gmail.com. Otherwise, I'll see you guys here next time. Bye.